Hey, it's Ron, and I'm here with
Yaroslav.
And you were going to show me a little bit around business connectivity services.
That's right, business connectivity services.
SharePoint? Okay.
Yeah.
And
So,
maybe you could explain what
business
connectivity services
So
are.
business BCS, or business connectivity service, is not a new concept. It started in 2007, SharePoint, and in 2007, SharePoint, you can only read data and display it on your SharePoint. In 2010, now you can read, write, delete. So in general, from a business standpoint, you've made all of this investment in your SharePoint as a portal. Now you've upgraded to 2010. Your users are familiar with the user interface. They know what lists are, what calendar is, everything. And now you want to leverage that investment in their familiarity of users with the SharePoint UI or user interface, and bring external data and make it look like it's a SharePoint list.
Okay, so I'm going to dumb it down for us dumb guys here. You're saying SharePoint, with SharePoint 2010 and business connectivity services, I can now connect to any line of business application.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so I could connect to my HR system or my accounting system and pull it. Okay. So now you've done some of this. You've done an example for somebody before. They were looking for this.
Yes.
So what were they looking for? Like what is it that they were looking for? Were they connecting to an HR system or an accounting system, which I assume is what most people are going to connect to?
I mean, it's a very simple technology, that allows you to read, write information to another third-party system or a line of business application system. But also, one of the interesting approaches is, for instance, there's this example where the company used a third-party service that provided a web service endpoint as well and they provided a research documents to support this particular particular project, and the users would have to go to that another service. And then
so there's a SharePoint site for a project, and it could consume documents provided by a third party.
Exactly. So one of the easiest things to do, leveraging business connectivity services, to connect to that data source, bring it over so they can see at the glance in one look of their project site, okay, those are my research documents, and they look like a document library.
Right.
So,
well, why wouldn't I just use BizTalk Server or Scribe to integrate SharePoint with my accounting system or my HR system? Because I'm guessing, like, the most obvious example is I want to pull resources from a project that are held in a GP or our accounting system and suck them into the SharePoint site and just show them on the side for a project page.
Right.
So why wouldn't I use BizTalk?
Very good question, very common as well, right? So, there's BizTalk that handles transactional data, messaging, verifying the correctness of the message, and what happens if the system fails, things like that.
Right.
That's definitely, BCS doesn't do that. But again, BizTalk costs licensing, implementation, skills, just overall maintenance of the system. You have to have it on a separate server. For simple scenarios like, amalgamating something on your project page and retrieving it from external, BCS is a solution for you.
So it's not mission critical where I need to batch load orders into an accounting system. If I'm just consuming and writing back some information, for example, resources on a project, and I don't want to spend $30,000, $50,000 on a BizTalk implementation, then
go with BCS.
SharePoint Business Connectivity Services, and you can consume stuff. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, maybe you could show us an example.
Let's take a look at it.
Show us an example.
So for instance,
VA cam.
So for instance, in here, this is our beautiful SharePoint site, right? And I have a bunch of lists here, like a task list. Well, it's empty now. Calendar list. I'm going to go to this supplier information list. And this is actually looks like a regular list. You can
which is something you typically grab from your accounting system, your supplier list.
But look at this. It has the same kind of, some of the options are grayed out, of course not available with business connectivity, but most of them are, and you can open this particular item. This actually comes right away, live data from our SQL over here in the backend.
Which for demo purposes, I guess, you're just connecting to a SQL.
I'm just connecting to a SQL, but it can really connect to anything. And you can modify your data here, delete the item, save the item, and pretty much users are familiar with this particular interface.
And in this scenario, you're actually writing back to the database too. If you edit the item in SharePoint, it's writing back.
It's writing back if I want to. So I can give permissions to what items are going to be shown in terms of functionality. Do you want to allow people to edit the information or just view the information? Not only that, I can also if I don't want users to go into the supplier information, I can just drop this particular view onto my homepage, and or in this area of the homepage, and actually show that there.
And they're coming back as list items, which means it's very easy for people that have been trained to manage SharePoint to use and edit those items.
The functionality.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very
So
cool.
hopefully that'll
Yeah.
yeah,
I like
be
it.
helpful.
I like it. Very good. And a lot simpler than somebody spending all that money on SharePoint, BizTalk or Scribe
Yeah.
if they don't.
And later on, you can enhance your capability, and you can see the value of BizTalk and then implement it as your organization grows. But for
Right.
simple solutions like that, it's almost indispensable. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, very good. Where can people find you on the web?
ShareMatch.com, where you can also find lots of demos of BCS, and I also work at Knowledge Tech.
Okay. And it's ron@juicy.com, and I'm also at Knowledge Tech.